Feeling suicidal, PLS help. 27M in Mumbai. My dad lost all his life savings in some Ponzi scheme offering high interest rates. That money was close to 45L. We are not happy in the flat that we live, so have shifted to a rental place, and we pay around 23k page M. We have sold our previous flat, but the money we received is not high enough to fund our new home. So might be I've to take a loan of say around 15 to 25L to be able to buy at least a 1 BHK in decent locality. I'm already done my MBA last year, and in a debt of 18L. Adding to the woes, my father's health worsened last November. Due to the lost money, he got a brain stroke, and now he is unable to do even the basic day-to-day functions. He is completely dependent on us. I don't have any siblings. And he doesn't have any decent medical insurance. Also, companies are outright rejecting our insurance deal. So if any major surgery happens, I might fall in the debt spiral. I'm also starting to worry about my mom's health now, and she too is taking it all, and I don't feel she deserves any of this. I sometimes feel I've been harsh on my parents for all the bad decisions that they have done in putting us in this place. When I look at Insta stories of my other friends whose parents have decent money and are in good healthy condition, I just feel how they are getting to live their life just like a free birds. They go to the gym, party, travel, have lots of friends, etc. But hear how miserable I am, and why do I have to live this life? It's not all my parents' fault. I too am not into any IIT or IIM so as to have a decent job that would have taken care of our home issue, as well as offsetted the money my father has lost. Only way out for me is to earn as much money as I can, but this won't happen overnight. The condition the economy is in, getting rejections one after the other, is making me feel my last hope to getting away. Due to all these reasons, I'm unable to focus on my work, as at one point it's going to affect my professional life. I might be 47, when things could finally improve after I put in lots of efforts, but what's the point? Half of my life will be gone. But sometimes, it makes me wonder for whom am I fighting this battle for? And for what price? My dad has already given up. I don't know if I could get any help here, but I feel this step is much better than simply Googling how do I end my life. Thanks. Edit. Hi all, I'm okay. And thank you so much for all your love and support. Overwhelmed truly. I'm reading all of the comments, and they all are insightful, and helping me to stay strong. I'll consider all of your suggestions. ###hashtag if you need help and support or know someone who does, please reach out to your nearest mental health specialist. Here are a few free and reliable resources. *AASRA* http://ozra.info/closing parenthesis:9898204666726 24 hours. *Sneha Foundation https://www.snehafoundation.in/closing parenthesis:91442464050 24 hours. *Vandrevala Foundation for Mental Health https://www.vandrevalafoundation.com/closing parenthesis:099996666555 1-860-2662-345 and 1-800-2333-330 24 hours. *I call http://icallhelpline.or G9152987821. Available from Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Connecting NGO https://projecthena.com/connecting-go closing parenthesis :18,2,094,353 available from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. *Namans http://namans.ac.in 24 hours counselors. *Vimans https://www.vimans.com/emergency 24-hour counselors in emergency. **Empower Minds Counseling **https://empowerminds.com/index.php/onion1 Call 1-800-1208-20050. Find a helpline https://findahelpline.com/in/closing parenthesis has a list of helplines that you can call for immediate counseling support. **Sneha India https://snehaindia.org/new/closing parenthesis. A volunteer suicide prevention helpline 044-246-40050, 044-246-40060. Fortis Stress Helpline for Students ***, call 083768041002. Kashmir Lifeline http://kashmirlifeline.org/closing parenthesis 1-800-180-7020. Kashmir Lifeline offers an anonymous one-to-one conversation with a trained professional, free of cost. **Sumatri https://sumatri.net/closing parenthesis, a crisis intervention center for depressed and suicide. Call 011-46018404 or +91 931-576-7849, 12:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. *AASRA http://asra.info, a 24-hours helpline. Call 098204666726. Sahay Helpline *A 24-hours suicide prevention helpline. 080-25497777, 09886444075. *Snehi https://www.snehi.org/covid-19 closing parenthesis and helpline for children post-COVID trauma. Call 09582208-181, 10 am to 10 p.m. Lifeline Foundation http://lifelinefoundation.in, a Kolkata-based nonprofit for grief or mental illness counseling through telephonic the RAPI 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call 033-404-47437, 09088030303. *Man Talks https://www.mantalks.org/closing parenthesis, a free mental health counseling service available over phone and email. Seek help. Talk to family, friends and professionals. There is always hope. Stay positive. Mental Health India. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please, contact the moderators of this subreddit. Message, compose, to =India, if you have any questions or concerns. Move to a lower-tier city and your expenses will drop a loot. Do not buy a new house. Start working in smaller jobs and in few years, you will have a great package which would offset this amount that you owe. Yes, absolutely, I live around here as well and it's far more cheaper. It's current 7 to 8k for a 1 BHK and 10 to 12 for a 2 BHK where I live. And it's developed and good quality houses in towers. Obviously not top towers, still better. And he can use that time to save. Where do you live? I don't feel comfortable sharing that. By city suburb to Bata de MMR. By Mumbai me kaha mil raha hai iss rate me gar face with spiral eyes. I too live around Mumbai. Deleted. Decent. Yes, it's decent if you want to save and it's peaceful here. I love it here. This is great advice. Opportunities may not be great in smaller cities, but with the money you have from your house sale, rent will be way cheaper, and so will the cost of living. Definitely cheaper than Mumbai. Pune is a good option, so is Ahmedabad. The rent will be half, and the opportunities are plenty. I know it seems really difficult, but there are also lots of ways to upskill yourself with just an internet connection. And if you wonder who you're fighting for, it's to give your parents peace of mind, particularly your father, who must still be feeling guilty even though he was scammed. Don't come to Ahmedabad. People don't like other people who don't speak Gujarati. It's few months, get used to it. They will only say Hindi few words for the money you give them or the work they need and go. Agreed. Great advice. 1. The point advice. Agreed. But what if there is no good hospital nearby? There are cities with very good quality hospitals. Could move out to a different state as well, with better healthcare facilities, as access to healthcare is a big concern for OP. Ahmedabad has great medical facility and you could get a 2 BHK for under 20k a month. 1 BHK even cheaper. I was giving out as an example, but OP can research for areas with good housing quality and locality. Where I live there's a good hospital nearby. If OP lives anywhere around SB, it's gonna get even tougher if he doesn't have a good, well-paying job. As we all know, SB is expensive when it comes to renting. What's SB? South Bombay. It's hella expensive to rent there. Bombay is real expensive. Nagpur is decent city to live, the rents are lower and hospitals are top tier. They can't afford private hospitals anyway. They can afford only civil hospitals on Aadhaar card. And they are better than most private hospitals in Ahmedabad. Private hospitals mostly are exploiting patients. Yes, this is solid advice. Mumbai is costly, man. Job opportunity? Please don't. I lost my father when I was 3, and it was up to my mom, who rose up against all odds to raise me. With extreme poverty, and still we are going it through together and facing some extreme financial situations. Although it hasn't been great recently, but I am holding on and not giving up. You will get through this, scissor, don't lose hope. You're a man I respect that take care of your family, saluting face. Bro, don't suicide, your family wouldn't overcome your loss. I understand where you are coming from. 100% best advice received and authentic. Hey, have you filed a case against the company that committed this fraud of over 45L? IG, you can contact others who have also lost their money and go to the court immediately. Please do that first, and don't worry, because your suicide will not only end your life but it will kill your parents because you are their last hope. You will find a way sooner or later, just keep going and find a job. I wish your dad a speedy recovery, red heart. I would say pursue that 45 lakh like a madman. Nothing is worth ending a life. This too shall pass. We keep moving forward. Death will get us sooner or later any which way. What's the rush? Kindly don't. Yes, it's pretty difficult around you, but never give up like this. Sometimes there will be positive results, and if such positives increase exponentially, you'll feel you had underestimated the outcomes. For now, plan, set goals, mini goals related to tasks, financial and emotional. Slowly and steadily try to upscale yourself and increase the finance inflows. Save up as much as possible. There are many different avenues to earn extra side hustle money. Your aim is to keep yourself walking, don't become stagnant. Don't give up at any times. If you need to talk about anything, stressed up, my direct messages is open, I can give pep talk if required. Brother, please don't suicide. I know the parents whose only son has done suicide and it's hell after that, so suicide is not a solution at all. The calculation you did about getting debt-free at 47, it's not the correct. Once you are stable and professionally, you can do it. Just giving my example. We are under middle-class family. When I started my career, I started with 10k, meanwhile my annual fees was 1.5L per year. Debt. Today, after 4 years, I am paying 6L tax since 2 years. In initial years of my career I had debt of 25L, my fees. And family debts, which was nightmare to me. And I am only child. See, currently it will look like a hell from where you are standing, but once you starts concentrating on career slowly 1 to 2 years you will have good and healthy lifestyle also. Also, don't please compare your life with people on social media. Everyone has different game to play, my few friends as Cropatty, but I am still yet to buy even house. But I am happy to be an only son and help to my parents. Please don't suicide. Some suggestions. 1. Don't live in Mumbai if you don't work. Move to Tier 2 city as it's less expensive. 2. Don't take any more loans even to buy a house. You're already in too much debt. You'll eventually just lose all your savings to bank and even lose your home. 3. Work as hard as you can and even do side hustles, try paying off debts first. 4. I don't know condition and situation of your parents, but if they can also work part-time, I'd help. E.g., if you mother can work in a school. 5. Downgrade your standard of living. Just focus on basic needs, that's it. 6. And most important, never become greedy again in life to lose money on scams. Very sensible advice. A city like Nashik would be far cheaper and yet offer a decent standard of living. Moreover, it's not too far away from Mumbai. You could keep your parents there and yourself work in Mumbai, staying in a PG. Don't take any more loans as of now, till you pay off existing ones. Don't fall for get-rich-quick schemes and stock market swindles. I can help you legally. DM me. Best thing about being at rock bottom is that the only way is up. Take some time to think about what you want to do next. If you have truly made peace with taking your life, then there is nothing holding you back from taking some risks in life before you end it. Try doing things you were always too afraid of. Try to live once for a day before you end it. There is no such thing as rock bottom. Life can always get worse if you let it. The hole can always get deeper. Like a black hole. Greater than best thing about being at rock bottom. Not to be that person, but how do you know what's rock bottom? How do you something even worse might happen or not? Ma co-wrote Huya imagine Kr Lena Bsek bar thumbs down medium skin tone. 30M here, I'm an IIM grad, I'm unemployed presently, I'm trying very hard to get a job and there's immense pressure on me to get married ASAP. My parents are narcissists and ask me to KMS every day. Everyone has problems, I'm suicidal too. Things will get better. Stay strong. High up, don't give up. Remember, nobody's life in this entire universe is 100% perfect. Everyone is always worried about something or the other. Richest of the rich have problems. Poorest of the poor have problem. Handsome guys have problems. Suicide isn't the solution. I was about to swallow a poisonous liquid few months back. Then I realized what I was about to do. I stayed active on Reddit that entire night to distract myself until I felt better. As they say, grass is greener on the other side. People hugging. The grass is greener on the side you water it, my friend. People hugging. Hey, have you tried TCS? It's easy to crack interviews there. Apply for NQT test. Hello, can you please explain what the NQT is about and how do I apply for it? I'm trying to get placed at TCS. Will NQT help? Yes, NQT is National Qualifier Test, where it offers wide array of options ranging from IT background to non-IT based aptitude tests, for which you have to pay, and they'll provide you with questions and answers to practice, and you'll get mail to attempt test at your nearby TCS Ion Center. It's easy to crack the assessment. Within 40 days, applicant will get scorecard and can apply to Tata or its allied partner organizations to join. Usually TCS directly calls the applicants for interview. Now, it's a best time to apply as TCS is facing highest attrition rate in history, so go for it. I can't post the link here, just search for TCS NQT, and first result will be TCS Ion. That's the portal to apply. I just saw a few YT videos which were all about coding and developing stuff, but the job role I'm looking for is a UX designer. Am I eligible for NQT? Yes, you are. You can skip programming part in assessment. In TCS, resources will be randomly assigned based on requirement, so they won't place you in UX-based roles. It's totally on luck and CV. Hugs, mate. Stay strong. Folded hands, red heart. Things will improve. I thought IIM grad unemployed was a myth. I lost both my parents 2 years back. The amount of depression I had was insane. I am 28 working in IT. I am the only family I have. Trust me, let the time go, everything will be sorted. Don't do anything, just let the time go. Time will heal. Wow, you're so strong, sending all the forces at you. Call me on +918,401,175,788 or on WhatsApp call. I know how to get you out of the trouble quickly and efficiently. I don't have any financial interests from you. Since you are nearly bankrupt, I won't take a single rupee for my mentoring. Hello, I know things seem difficult now. But they will eventually get better. What's lost is lost, and fixating on it won't help anyone. All you can do is focus on getting a job and save up. In few years you'll obviously be in a better state financially, upskill and switch. You'll eventually end up making good amount of money. P.S. Your parents don't owe you anything, they did look after you for so long. And losing all that savings would definitely have not been easy on them, so it'll be good as a son if you stand by them and support them. Suicidal thoughts might give you a moment of escape from what seems like a complicated life, but once things get better you'll actually be happy you didn't give in to those thoughts. Hugs to you from very far away. Brothers smile with a halo. People hugging. As one of the users mentioned, 1. Move to a lower tier city. 2. I know this time is harder than many of the folks can imagine, but I've been through similar phase and the only thing that worked is putting out that 1 to 2 hours per day, by any chance or means, wherein you just think of the worst for the first 2 to 3 minutes and then doing your crazy best for the next 1 hour 58 minutes or so. Reality can't be denied, but keep it aside for that time frame. 3. In that time frame, hunt for jobs on LinkedIn, Indeed, etc. 4. Talk to your friends, share this story with at least one of your closest friends or whosoever IRL, this will make a huge difference. Even if they start giving advice right away, let it be. Not all the folks around are psychologists. So this is a must. 5. Write down on a paper about what you're thinking, and overthinking, and just burn it up. Let that shit go. Once you're out of this, there'll be this sense of calmness and peace within yourself which will remove the doubt and worry of being at 47 and not achieving much, even if you turn 47 doing all the above. It takes years to build wealth and health, bro, and just in a snap of moment, everything is taken away from us. I know this isn't easy, but stop thinking way too much about what ifs, at least for those approximately 2 hours. You'll do wonders, bro. Take care. Stay safe. I like this comment section. Stay strong, my brothers, we got this. Ring me up if you want to talk, for your old parents' sake. PLs don't give up and die. That's the worst thing for a parent. Stay strong, bro. I can understand. Your thoughts, your questions all are valid. But think about this, will your attempt of finishing yourself solve the issue? What would happen to your mother? Let's focus on the basics now. I know the situation is so difficult and I will recommend you to do a few things. These are as follows. Stop overthinking and start acting. You don't need to worry about what will happen when you reach 47. The time is now and you need to take a job, an apprenticeship, whatever suits you, and side by side try to upskill yourself for the better job. If you have skills you can penetrate the market. Stop watching Instagram, use social media to build your network and ask for job referrals so that it will be easier for you to get something. If you apply for 100 jobs, out of them 5 at least will call you. Make a budget, and sorry to say this at this moment, you need to sacrifice a lot. Whatever makes you happy which involves money, avoid doing that. Try to cheer yourself up by letting small tasks and earning the money that is required now. If possible, try to move to a less expensive place which has a lesser rent, and try to make sure that you don't invest in some higher expense right now because medical is important. I hope this will be used as an umbrella in the storm that you are passing though, but believe me, you will be in a better place after some time, and when you will look back at this, you will remember how hard it was. One of the best advice here. Apply all of this. Sending you big hugs for hanging in there, people hugging. I recently went through something similar and I want you to know that it does get better, I promise. Lots of people I know have been through hell but didn't give up, and now they're doing much better. Please don't lose hope. You and your mom don't deserve this. Just think about her whenever you feel like giving up. I understand every moment feels unbearable, but time will pass. The only way forward is through. Just stay strong and believe in yourself. My DMs are always open if you need someone to talk to. There are good hospitals out there that won't break the bank for treatment. Take care. Stay strong, bro. Just throw out those suicidal thoughts out of your mind first. Don't even think about it. Uninstall Instagram. It's a fake app. People only post good things on their app on it. Besides, find some skills which you can sell. I have seen one guy who started home-cooked meal delivery from his home. He lost his wife and he had a son. Now he has small hotel. Anything can take you up. Just don't give up. Don't suicide. Just face whatever is coming your way. I know writing comments is easy like I am doing, but you keep struggling. One day things will surely change. If God has given you this life, He must have planned ways for you. Life only gets once. Don't suicide. Suicide is never a solution. Instead, reduce your expenses by living a simple lifestyle and move to village or low-cost city. Okay, I don't know if this is the right way to go about this, but I relate. My parents lost their money as well to such a fraud, and a huge amount, a little higher than what you mentioned. The person they lost the money to? My girlfriend's brother. My parents loved my girlfriend and how amazing she was, but because of someone who she didn't even care about at that point, because of his nasty behavior, and despite her warnings to my parents, they invested. You can imagine how that would be. Not letting go of my girlfriend, neither my mom. I have shit ton of family issues and I have hospital bills piling up because my dad is half blind now and my mom has a neurological issue. I'm studying abroad. I stay alone. No friends, no support, nothing. I ended up depressed like you. For a whole month, that's the thought I had. Messed up my entire exams even though I tried and felt guilty for being useless. But here is the key thing, get back up. When you look for a way, you'll find one. If you end everything, that will hurt them more than any amount of money. There's nothing wrong in holding them responsible for their irresponsible financial decisions, but make sure to do that carefully. You'll get it, man. People who work hard always see it pay off one day. I'm sure you will too. Your life is more precious than the money. Everyone go through a tough phase in their life. Stop using Insta. You'll overthink, envy and feel depressed. They have their problems too. What you can do is start saving, do some investments, start from small, and if possible do some side hustle like starting a YT channel, a small food business, etc. It'll keep your family busy and you may earn a bit more. And do remember forwarding to 10 years ahead. You'll look back at today and have a smell. Thinking you made it. Hey man, I get what you are going through. Life is tough to say the least. However, you are still in a pretty decent condition. Suicide is not the way to go. There are tons of other things. First, do not buy a house just yet. Wait for things to improve. It is not end of the world that you are living in a rented house. I am in a similar boat as you. I have approximately 20L debt and live in a rented flat in Tier 2/3 city, and I am older than you. At the end of the day, what matters to me the most is L of the family members were able to go through their day easily, and we are not constantly pressured due to anything. If you are happy, your family will become happy soon. Money will keep on coming provided you are disciplined. 27 is a very young age and you still have tons of things to look forward to. Just remember to keep your best foot forward every day. You are in better position than millions, strap up and get moving. The human mind doesn't see that, he only noticed his normal friend's life. Trust me brother, you will be fine. Feelings will come and go, take it day by day, and you will definitely find hope one way or another. A lot of us has it worse on the first place. I felt suicidal few years back and I have everything, in good health, a beautiful wife, very smart and sweet kid, a very good paying job, fought with my wife few times, like 90% couples do, and all of a sudden started feeling I am a failure. This friend or that friend is having better job than me, earning more than me, all the couples I know are happy. Started walking on the road thinking what's the point of living, why not end it? Tried to stop this feeling but every other day felt like my failure. Were standing in front of me and telling me, why are you still alive? For anyone looking from outside, I have a life that most of the people dream of. We do not feel suicidal because we have failed or everyone's life is better than ours. Look around, there will be many in worse situation than you are. It is not easy to fight this alone. Try to get any help you can. Doctors, friends, and don't give up. Life is difficult but beautiful, that 1 minute of happiness is worth 23 hours 59 minutes of struggle. Tomorrow it will be 2 minutes, next day it will 3. Why give up when you can fight? Good evening brother. Sending positivity and happy thoughts your way. PL, surround yourself with them. Having gone through a very difficult phase myself, can confidently say, this too shall pass. Saw my father battle cancer, he fought successfully first time around, but when it relapsed he gave away, and from then it was a downward spiral and eventually he succumbed to it. That was a first shock. Around the same time marital life was not going great with constant squabbles and eventually she moved out. Around the same time father moved on without even intimating me. Second shock. Professionally was unable to perform well with these issues going on and was not being taken seriously at work, and that's the third pressure point. Not to mention the financial pressures. With all these my mental stability went for a toss and I guess went into a depressive state of mind, but was quick to identify it and acknowledge it. Worked on myself, made peace with the life situations, and by grace of Gu Ru was able to come out of it. Even now have my bad days, but since I work for a NGO have this higher purpose and that pulls me through. So PLs, do not entertain any depressive and suicidal thoughts. Acknowledge them and let go of them. Tell yourself this too shall pass. That's the beauty of life, it flows and you have the option of flowing with it. Enjoy the journey. If it gets too bad, reach out for help brother. Pray that you slowly start finding solutions and way out of the issues you and your family is facing. Take care of your mother and give her positive vibes, she needs it now more than ever. God bless. Positive and happy thoughts. Smile. My father, born and brought up in slums, started workin' at a tender age of 16. With his salary being in mere 100s, he hasn't attended IIT, IIM. My grandfather had a debt to pay before he passed away. My dad started working in the banking sector in his early 20s, he is in his early 50s now. He owns a house in Andheri which draws in a monthly rent of 70k. He owns a rental shop in Bandra too. We reside in Santa Cruz. Own some land too. Has investments in stocks and other places. A senior member at SVC Bank. We lead a very comfortable life. My dad, who couldn't even afford a wristwatch when he started, gifted me a laptop worth 1.3 lakhs last month. So yes, you never know what's in our destiny. Maybe it's 20 years late. But I'm sure you will be happy when all of this settles. And don't die, Mr. Suicidal Boy. Peas. I'm only 18. Not old enough to give advice, hence this story lol. A half-life decently lived is much better option than a life not lived at all. If you are to do this to yourself, you won't even have the possibility of happiness. Things will get better. People have given really good advice here, so I urge you to please read through the comments. Please don't leave your parents alone in all of this. I know it's tough, but just thinking of doing one day at a time. One task at a time. Move to a smaller, cheaper city. Your mother, if possible, can teach tuition. S. You can get a part-time job somewhere while hunting for a proper job. Please take care of yourself up. You are only 27, so whole life is in front of you. Money lost can be regained. Don't fall for Insta stories. Not everything is rosy for other people, they just show bright side. Even if it's actually that good, good for them. Beauty of human life is that you can rebuild it from zero with efforts and persistence. Throw away your negative thoughts. All the best. Please do not take any wrong step. As far as I know, life has its own ups and downs and times change, so suicide is never an option. Try to survive with as much you have. Try to find a better job. Seek help from someone you know and trust. These are temporary situations. Have strong belief in yourself that with your hard working and patience you will surely turn things back to normal. Have faith, my friend. People with chores of rupees are struggling for life and gear. You are talking like a foolish son, even though you are MBA pass out. Time will change. Have patience, my dear friend. Life is very precious. You have no authority to end it. God only helps those who help themselves. Keep your mind stable in these times of troubles. Brother, please don't think about it this way. Suicide is the easiest way out for you, but it is the hardest life you could give to your parents. They only have you with them. I understand it is difficult and might be hell, but it is not the end. You still have your loved one around you. Your mom and dad are still around. Fight for them. I know this is the hardest part, but believe in yourself. If you can reach out for help, you are already strong enough to pick yourself up. Do it for your parents. Have sacrificed everything to help you reach where you are now. You can do it, brother. All the best. Be positive, believe in yourself. Whatever you will think surrounding will adapt the same. Doesn't matter what situation you has to face, be hard as a rock, face it, cry in alone for that night or day. Next day definitely you will receive a happy reward. Trust me, only one thing, be petty and face it. Be a willpower of your mom, make her believe that you are there. You have given a birth to a legend. Doesn't matter if it takes your life or carriers. The man who serves his mom and dad with full heart, God will bless him with the wealth and happiness. Believe it. I lost my mom 10 months ago. I live alone in a city. I used to take a drug which is used in bodybuilding. It's actually a medical drug used in low blood pressure. It boosts your blood pressure. It generates unexpected quality increase in person strength, will, brutalness. He doesn't get scared of any situation. Violence, aggressive in talk and even action, uncontrollable anger. It really helped me to survive in this cruel world, and they only know WS language of money, and they will keep explaining you but won't ask why are you doing this, saying that behaving like this in this world only your mom and dad will love you unconditionally, and world will first ask or see what they get in return in believing in you. So be strong, don't lose hope for your mom. Take care of yourself, man, and mom too. I believe in you, red heart. Stay strong, more power to you. I pray to my angels. Last thing, watch the video on subconscious mind on YouTube. You will get few solution for your worries. Take care. Bye. Be positive, believe in yourself. Whatever you will think surrounding will adapt the same. Doesn't matter what situation you has to face, be hard as a rock, face it, cry in alone for that night or day. Next day definitely you will receive a happy reward. Trust me, only one thing, be petty and face it. Be a willpower of your mom, make her believe that you are there. You have given a birth to a legend. Doesn't matter if it takes your life or carriers. The man who serves his mom and dad with full heart, God will bless him with the wealth and happiness. Believe it. I lost my mom 10 months ago. I live alone in a city. I used to take a drug which is used in bodybuilding. It's actually a medical drug used in low blood pressure. It boosts your blood pressure. It generates unexpected quality increase in person strength, will, brutalness. He doesn't get scared of any situation. Violence, aggressive in talk and even action, uncontrollable anger. It really helped me to survive in this cruel world, and they only knows love. NGU age of money, and they will keep explaining you but won't ask why are you doing this, saying that behaving like this. In this world only your mom and dad will love you unconditionally, and world will first ask or see what they get in return in believing in you. So be strong, don't lose hope for your mom. Take care of yourself man, and mom too. I believe in you, stay strong, more power to you, I pray to my angels. Last thing, watch the video on subconscious mind on YouTube, you will get few solution for your worries. Take care. Bye. Bye. I can only say op karm karo and fal ki chanita mat karo. Lone how, dek lenje, op job pay focus crow, default krne pay b refinance ka option reda high. Dad ke liye wheelchair and inflation walla mattress low and you would be good. No bed sores. Mushkilan sabki zindagi mai ati hain kabi and wakt gawa hai ki sab log un mushkilan se nikal bi jate hain. Dude. As someone said, move to a lower tier city. It'll help a lot. Look for online jobs as well. WFH. Whatever it takes. If you end it, your mom is going to lose her mind. Don't do it, man. This is a very hard time, but it will pass. You have education on your side, so one way or the other you can do something with it. You have to hold it together for your mom. Don't look at the big picture. Look at each small task one by one. First, move to a smaller city. Medical insurance will reject you. Checks. K and see which government hospitals are actually competent. There aren't many, but there are always one or two that are good. Go on LinkedIn and search for "we are hiring" posts and sort by 24 hours or week. Apply to every single one that is even remotely relevant to your degree. Go on Twitter and do the same thing. Insta also posts about jobs, including part-time roles for startups. Apply to everything. The good thing about startups is that they are okay with WFH. You can get a job much more easily and the work hours are more comfortable. Meaning you can freelance on Fiverr or something on the side. You can try and do part-time influencer work on social media. Start a YouTube channel. Something. You'll need to buckle down and work for a while, but you're young. Don't think of the burden. Just think of each little task that will get you to where you need to go. And stop seeing people's Instagram. No one is going to post their difficulties. They'll curate the best things in there. Lives Abid post. 27M just? Man, you gotta go a long way and let this thought hold you. You can do it. There is time for the seed to grow to a plant, and the plant to tree, and the tree to give fruit. So, just wait. Give time some time. And everything will be alright. If you believe in God or not. Please pray. The Lord is kind and will help you out in any kind of situation. I'm typing this because I was also in one hell of a situation. So, have some hope. That is the only medicines you need, hope and prayer. Oh dude, read your whole comment. And I really feel sorry for your situation, RN, and I won't be suitable to advise you since I am only 21, but just know that you and your family have my prayers. But one thing I have to say is that I am not promoting to commit the unthinkable, but if you feel that's the only option, there is nothing wrong in taking that decision. I know a lot of people are gonna criticize me for this comment, but just said my thoughts because I feel your misery. Folded hands, folded hands. Suicide will have an even worse effect on your parents. Don't worry man, move to a lower tier city and start working somewhere to start with, and then eventually you should be making it through. Call centers especially. Night shift ones will pay you and also will offer insurance. This should ease your trouble. Hello, please don't suicide, I can understand things and help you. I can offer you a job, please ping me personally. Stay strong brother, life is all about hardships. All of us are fighting some or the other battle each day. Just keep calm and this too shall pass. Dude, you are 27, out of which you have been an adult for like say 5 years, and have at least another 60 to fix all of this and more. Just 5 minutes to clear your mind. Forget all past and future problems. You don't need to see the bigger picture right now. Thinking too much into it will only make it more complex, lead to more depression and loss of confidence. Focus on what you need to do immediately. Take things one step at a time, and you'll start to gain confidence and see your problems resolving one by one. If you need to start somewhere, then try your 100% to get a job or ask your friends for referrals, they'll help you. 1. Psychiatrist at your nearest government hospital. ASAP. The treatment would be free and you could ask them for a clinical psychologist. Remember, you are the result of the hardest struggles of your parents. Don't quit. Let the difficulties be the forge where you will hammer out the good life that you and your family deserves. This is your fight, your golden chance. Bro, life is beautiful. Don't despise by few bad experiences. Keep trying and do the right thing. You will have your time and I am sure you will shine. Save this post and check it again after 10 years. You will definitely smile and feel proud on your achievements. We all are here for you. God bless. I can't explain how incredibly selfish it is to end yourself and leave your family with all that pain and suffering. If you love your family, you wouldn't be such a pussy and run away from problems. If you care about your family, you'd live. Choices or IDC. End yourself if you wanna, don't end yourself if you don't wanna. Even if all your calculations are correct, isn't debt-free at 47 much better than ending your life in absolute misery? Not to mention what your parents will go through post that. Sanders literally found success in his 60s. Ending a life in misery is far worse than living at least a few good years. Many don't even receive that. So just keep going. You don't have an option to fail. 47. His 3/4 life will be over without enjoying. Life is not meant to be enjoyed. It's meant to be lived. You find joys amidst the sorrows and the challenges that it throws your way. Not everyone is an Ambani, and even then if you're not while you have money, you don't have the health to enjoy it. Please plan with the existing money first and support yourself for job hunt. Job will bring money and insurance and debt will take time, but it'll settle. There are smaller towns which have decent homes up for rent for only 5K a month or 10K a month, and decent F-King homes, not 1 BHKs. You can live at such a place and do some business, maybe fruit selling, vegetable vending, and/or also prepare for a government job. You've done your MBA, so you may also get a job, but for that you'll have to live in at least a Tier 2 city which will have its own expenses. PLs, move to the outskirts, from daily household needs to the house rent will drop drastically, and calm neighborhood will definitely do good for your family. My simple advice. Try and buy somewhere small in a less desirable area. At least you will have somewhere to live. Don't get yourself in debt for your dad. I'm sorry, it's a shame this happened to him, but he has to take responsibility for his financial choices. You can help him practically if you are able. But a good father would not expect their adult son to sacrifice their lives and get into impossible debt for him. Hope that helps. As for other people, well, there's always people better or worse off. You can work with what you have. Don't go for buying a house. I don't think you all are financially capable of it, but what you can do is save, move to somewhere cheaper and not necessarily bad areas. Where I currently live, it's cheap and affordable with good locality, so you'll be able to survive. Until then, find a job and work. It'll all pay off. Cause keeping your parents' conditions in mind, you need to have some money in hand if any emergency arise, so it's better to first form a better plan, and I totally understand that feeling of watching your friends have fun, especially here in Mumbai, every day clubbing, concerts, roaming, but it's alright. Don't feel down, you can do it. Sit down together and plan a way out of this situation. Maybe you can move to a smaller place and find double work. Sell off anything and everything you don't need, no matter how big or small it is. Also, whoever cheated your father has definitely cheated other people. Find them and you can all work together to recover your lost money. It's just a bad time, but time never remains the same. Stop comparing yourself with others. Everyone is fighting their fights. And nobody shows the sad side of life on Instagram. Accept what happened as a fate. Focus on the solution. My father also did similar financial loss. I never focused much on it. It was not my money, similarly it's not your money. He lost what he earned. I pay my family's rent. I live in a different city, I pay rent there as well. Focus on earning more. Overcome idea. Move to Tier 2 city if possible, expenses will reduce, plus peace of mind. Try to get some outside India remote work with a better salary. Keep switching yearly on better pay. If things get stable, move to some other country where you can earn and save more. Last things, if you suicide, you will give worse situation to your kids and wife compared to what your dad gave you. Think constructive, bro. Life goes on. Bro, try not to overthink about anything this much. Do some breathing exercises and meditation. Time is a beautiful concept. Right now things might be harsh, tomorrow will be beautiful. Time will change and so will your situation, and your current scenario shall pass too. Like the saying goes, tough times don't last, tough people do. There's always a way. Even when it seems like there isn't. Maybe moving to a Tier 2/3 city and starting fresh will help. Don't underestimate the gravity of losing you. From reading your posts, your parents won't be able to take it. It will get better. There always comes a breaking point, and that's when you pause, take a breath, and remind yourself the tide will turn. I know it's easier said than done, and all of it is taking a toll on you, but quitting would be worse, mate. Sending you a big hug, you've got this, don't fret. 1. Don't worry about debt as yet. See if you will be able to service the home loan with your present disposable income, i.e. money left over after essential expenses and other obligations. If you can't, then renting is an option too. 2. As for medical insurance, get one for yourself separately. It will work out cheaper because of your age. Maybe try to get one for your mother alone, if possible. This will take away some anxiety and stress about medical expenses. Although, I understand it is you. Our father's health, that's bad, but unfortunately health insurance only useful if it is started when one is young and healthy. 3. Life goes on, come what may. It won't stop if you can't buy a house. It won't stop if your parents are ill. It won't stop if you aren't around. It won't stop if they aren't around. Life is never the same, and things will certainly get better at some point if you try. Take one day at once. Your job and money situation can change. That is reversible. Don't think it won't ever get better. You can weather this storm. You are strong and wonderful. Take one thing at a time and one day at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself with worrying about everything all at once. In regards to the Ponzi scheme, could this be something that law enforcement can assist with? Worth checking, just in case. This is one moment, but know that another shall pierce you with a sudden painful joy. This is just the story of your life. Each of us have our own story. Your life is the story you are writing. Your story of the recovery from here is also the story that you will write. Ending it here is a pretty sad end to the story. You don't want that. No one wants that. You can make your story inspiring. Write a new ending, page by page. It won't be easy. It won't be smooth sailing. It will have its ups and downs. Just focus on the ultimate end of the story. The story you want to write. Lee. Fei doesn't give problems without the capacity to solve it. More the capacity, greater the problems. Be an inspiration. Become an inspiration. Be the hero of your story. My best wishes to you. Hi, I can't even imagine the gloom and sadness that plagues your mind. It definitely sounds very overwhelming. I'm sorry about the decisions your father made, but he's only human and you have to swallow that bitter pill. The first thing you should do is take a breath, a deep fucking breath. Your parents are around you. They are flawed and not at their best RN, but they're alive, and that itself is a blessing. I'm sure it all seems insurmountable RN. How will you pay back the loans? Where will you sleep? How will you take care of your parents? But just trust in time and effort. Trust in yourself. You are a human being who's lived a considerable amount of time on Earth. Scathed and scarred for sure, but alive. You've made it so far somehow, and you'll keep going on, brother. The world may seem sad and cruel, but it's also capable of such wonder and kindness. Your very existence is a miracle, my friend. You're in one of the most amazing cities in one of the craziest countries in the world. If you're really feeling bogged down, take a walk near the beach and just appreciate the wonder of it all. The people and their shared hustles and struggles, the birds, the smell of salt and sand. There's just too much to experience for you to snuff it out so soon. So many successful people have found their rhythm and spotlight at later stages of their lives. Who's to say you won't find yours? I don't know you up, but reach out to friends and family. If that isn't on the cards, take a walk. Remind yourself that the world isn't just loans and failed job interviews. This is just a page of your life. You still have the whole book to go, so don't give up, my man. Your rent is pretty high for someone with debts. When I initially started working, I moved and lived far off from Mumbai, ND, used to travel to work just to save on rent ND expense. First task is to leave that house ND, move to maybe Thane or Navi Mumbai, Virar ETX, and save 15k on rent. Second step is to ask some advice on legal advice India and see if you can get back the money YKR father lost via some means, legal or otherwise. Stop using Instagram or any social network for that matter. This networks only highlight the life that a lot of people are just pretending to live. A lot of your negative thoughts will go away when you are able to stop comparing yourself to others. Suicide isn't an option, it causes more problems for people in your life. Talk to a friend, a psychiatrist, or even strangers like us on Reddit. Things will get better. When you feel out of control, just breathe. I had my bad days once when I wanted to die off. There was a quote I used to tell myself: if you're going through hell, then no point in stopping there. Keep going. https://www.youtube.com/watch?v equals K6C8SX0MWP0 closing square bracket opening parenthesis https://www.youtube.com/watch?v equals K6C8SX0MWP0 closing parenthesis. Move to a cheaper flat on rent, preferably max 15k or below. One that makes you feel positive and has a lot of sunlight. Pay off any debt using the flat's outstanding money. For medical expenses, you may need to rely more on government hospitals. You may need to do some finding and compromise, but you will save a lot and it will definitely get the right treatment. Keep some reserves and reinvest the rest in safe instruments. Gold bonds, equity index, mid-cap MF. Run your home with the money you earn from a job. Don't compromise on the job profile for quick money. You may fall behind in your career. Pray and practice positivity. All the best. Ending your life might seem like a solution to you to escape from all this, but trust me, it just passes on grief to those who love you. I know it might seem very hard and harsh to survive and be hopeful, but that's the first step, having hope. I lost my father in my TYB. We didn't have income for years, but eventually me and my sister studied and became independent. I have seen my mother struggle to provide for us. There were times when I felt like ending it too, but I would see my mom and she did everything for us. It just felt like the worst thing any parent gets from their kid in lieu of their hard work and dedication. First of all, please, it's a request not to compare your life with anyone else. Many of my friends are way richer than me and some are not. My father committed the unthinkable, forcing my mother with him too, and left my grandfather and my family alone without any support. But my dadu didn't lose hope. And because of my maternal uncle and my dadu's support, we are a very good family and we live together. I am unemployed and it doesn't bother me. But sometimes I think I can be more responsible and do something my dadu and my daddy will be proud of. Please don't commit suicide. I hate my father for doing this to my family and always will. Please don't commit the unthinkable. No, it's not a solution or portal to escape. PLs don't take such harsh step. In between all this, your family certainly would not be able to cope with the step you are talking about. PLs don't we can't make your life easier but can definitely provide strength. Live your life. Don't give up. Life is precious. You are a responsible son taking care in all this. You will definitely come out of this dire situation. Have patience. Keep calm and be at peace. Please don't even think of suicide. You have lot more to give to this world and lot more to experience in life. Try to keep yourself engaged in different activities. Think of consulting a psychiatrist as well. There is no shame in visiting a psychiatrist. Many of us have been there and done that. Honestly, sit down with your parents and have a conversation. My dad passed away when I was 3 years old, and what you're describing was basically our situation. Dad was the primary breadwinner and financial head of the house, had made some bad decisions, and so when he passed away, Mom was left with no money but also the responsibility of a young child. We moved to a low-call city, and she focused on her career and upskilling during the day and took care of me the rest of the time, for a few years. We were really living hand to mouth. We wouldn't even go to corner store to buy chocolates. And then we got hit with my medical diagnosis when I was around 8. We had to move cities. The reason we survived is because my mom sat me down and spoke with me. She said, "Hey, I know it's not your fault, but we are in a more difficult situation than your peers. We can't afford things like a bicycle for you, and that sucks, but as my family I know you can understand and help out. I have to focus a lit. More on work so that we can get out of the situation. Can you make sure you focus on your studies, and maybe help around the house by tidying up after yourself?" This conversation changed our trajectory. I didn't do much more than I was doing before, but it helped my mom with the mental load that she was carrying. She had to save aggressively for 2 years, and then we bought our home and things got better. In your situation, if you can have this conversation with your parents, sit down with them and say, "Hey, I'm sorry this happened to you, Dad. It happened to all of us. It's not your fault. We still love each other and are still a family. We can still take care of ourselves. Things will look a little different for a while. We won't have some luxuries like before. But I'm going to work on making our financial situation better. Dad and Mom, I just want you to take care of your health, listen to your doctor, go for walks, eat healthy, etc. Can you help with that? Times are tough. But we can come through as a family. I think your dad is beating himself up, and if he knows that his family is with him, he might be able to take better care of his health." And this applies to every person in your family that you've described. When you know that you can rely on each other and have each other's backs, all of this becomes a lot of bearable for each of you. When you know that your family is supportive and doing the best they can, you're also going to find the motivation to work better and take care of yourself, which is ultimately the only thing that is going to help longer term with financial stability. I know you're carrying a lot on your shoulders, and ending it all seems so easy and nice. It's not. Things get easier, I promise. Your life is going to look very different even in 2-3 to 5 years from this moment. You will get to see your parents grow old together. You will get to fall in love, have a family, have fun with colleagues, take a vacation, and because of your previous life experiences, you will be careful with money too. One day you're going to be raising your kid and telling them stories of all your life adventures, and they are going to look up to you and want to be you. For yourself and for your future kid, stay. Yes, these are tough times and there are a few sacrifices involved, but stay here, internet stranger. I promise the world is better with you in it. Move to a low-tier city, then rent a place there for your family. Don't ever think of buying a new house, as you're already in a debt of 18L. Otherwise, it will make your life worse. Conduct some research and choose an insurance plan. Although I am aware of the current state of the job market, your MBA degree is still valuable. Begin with a small organization and then move to a better one. You will climb quickly if you are good at work. My last suggestion is that, as you say, you are Alra. 80 at your lowest point, so why not take one more risk by living? There can be no worse situation than this. It can only get better. Dude, okay, listen. You might think this is the easy way out, but that all depends on what you get after life. No one knows what's after death. It's scary and beautiful at the same time. You think you will die and it all finishes. But what if you are born again and you are again in the same situation as this but worse? Because the chances are very high. So I would suggest don't give up. Skill up, Toda, try to save some money, little whatever you can month by month, and then use it as a ladder to open a business or whatever. And let's say by the time, as you said, you will be 47 and you are earning a lot, from that point on live for yourself, but I am sure it will be earlier than 47, so don't give up at all, please. Move to village where there is a scope that prices of land will go up. Expenses and cost of living is much lower. Because of MBA you can't even WFH, else you could have lived in some rural area and done online work, so you should be staying somewhere splitting on rent in an urban area like PG. Believe in making a comeback. Your parents' health and well-being is more important right now than luxurious lifestyle, and believe you will get that money back. It's normal to feel the way you feel. But don't let it come to such a dangerous level. Talk to the people in here if it helps. It's better to have regrets than not having any. Also, fuck those scammers. My life has been a shit show since childhood. Later, my father died when I was 18 years old and had just started college. We had a home loan with no insurance. Had to sell the house soon after. Things got hard, very hard at times. It was hard to imagine having a good meal. But things got better with time. It took me 13 years to graduate. Did I lose a lot of time? Yes. Was I depressed? Yes. Did I ever consider suicide? Yes. Do I enjoy my life? Yes, I do. Delete your social media, bro. It is all a distraction. Don't fool yourself. You are a warrior, you can do it, bro. I don't normally comment on Reddit, but you have a lot of stressful situations happening at the same time, and this would overwhelm anyone. Just know that things will change if you can hang on and get through it. Stay off of Instagram because everyone is posing there and trying to act like their lives are perfect when no one's lives are perfect. Also, there are all kinds of hotlines for people feeling suicidal. Call if you need to talk to someone. Don't look for a permanent solution to a temporary problem. This is temporary. Purple heart. Dude, at least you can afford a house. Don't take this the wrong way, but people who are less fortunate than you and poor are still moving forward as they have goals in life. I can understand where you're coming from, and also that suffering and problems cannot be compared, but to just give up life would be weak. Meanwhile, your parents must be thinking at least they have their son with them in these bad times. Accept this phase of your life. The sooner you'll accept it, the easier it'll get, and you'll be able to think about solutions with clear mind. Stop comparing your life with your friends' Insta stories. It was my dream to go to college for study, but instead I had to work and get a useless degree from correspondence as I didn't have anyone to support me. I also cannot get the life of the people from Insta stories and social media. Should I give up on my life as well? I still have goals. I've accepted that there are things in life I will never be able to get. But I've also not in the future, and I'm doing my best to get what I want. You have to do what you have to do and keep moving forward. There's always someone who is having worse than you and are moving forward. Don't do it, man. Reach out to somebody. People care about you and love you. Me, even. It will get better, it is a fact. Peace be upon you, brother. Why are you buying a house? Our family has been living on rent for the past 7 years. Trust me, it's better than paying loans every month for a home that'll take years to finally own, man. Also think of shifting to a cheaper place or a lower tier city for lower expenses. I feel sorry for you. Our family and some members also fell for a Ponzi scheme a few years ago. We lost not much, but some relatives lost crores. They had nothing left, but they kept positivity and worked hard. Now they are doing quite well. And have bought their own house. Plus, what's gonna change with suicide? Your mom's stress is gonna double fold, and I personally would never Some people live on 100 to 200 rupees daily wage, which they sometimes spend on alcohol and then beat their families. Stay positive, you'll do it, man. Be positive, believe in yourself. Whatever you will think surrounding will adapt the same. Doesn't matter what situation you has to face. Be hard as a rock, face it, cry in alone for that night or day. Next day definitely you will receive a happy reward. Trust me, only one thing, be pettyans and face it. Be a willpower of your mom, make her believe that you are there. You have given a birth to a legend. Doesn't matter if it takes your life or carriers. The man who serves his mom and dad with full heart, God will bless him with too the wealth and happiness, believe it. I lost my mom 10 months ago. I live alone in a city, serving in this cruel world. They all are shit, they only knows language of money, and they will keep explaining you but won't ask why are you doing this, saying that behaving like this. In this world only your mom and dad will love you unconditionally, and world will first ask or see what they get in return in believing in you. So be strong, don't lose hope for your mom. Take care of yourself. F man and mom too. I believe in you, stay strong, more power to you. I pray to my angels. Last thing, watch the video on subconscious mind on YouTube. You will get few solution for your worries. Take care. Bye. Hi there. I feel for you and your family, but don't compare your life to those who are in a better place right now. It's a cycle that will get you more depressed. Life isn't fair. There are people out there in worse situations than you, especially in India, all over, from orphans to the disabled on the street. Outside of India, look at Gaza, Ukraine and other conflict countries where kids are being orphaned daily due to war and families are breaking apart due to death. If continue to look at those in higher economic standards, you will never appreciate what you have, even if you're probably in a better position with health, education and some network or navigation sense. Make friends with your level peers. If you try to hang with those in higher economic or social circles, depending on your mindset, you will always feel sorry for yourself. I read in your post, you state that your peers are going to the gym, parties, vacations, etc. Shut the Insta off or unfollow those clowns. Follow those that inspire you versus those who post their vacation and party pics. Good for them, but you're not in that position currently. Think about the kid who is 10 years old on the street selling balloons. Look around you, there is so much pain in the world. Money isn't all you need. You need a mind that can see through the storm with a resolve. I grew up washing dishes in high school every weekend to pay rent, while my cousins whom had good parents and families looking over them, giving them guidance, opportunity for higher education, hence a better career, etc. I just thought, well, it is what it is, and continued. I am in good place now, but these cousins and others have better careers, crazy generational wealth and parents, but some of them still feel sorry for themselves and mope once in a while. That's just human nature. They're probably looking at the guy with a hot wifey and the 911 GT3. I don't have the great career like them, as I wasn't the smartest cookie. Probably still not, but I have a beautiful wife, 2 kids, 2 dogs and a home I am proud of. I was the dumb kid who needed guidance but didn't have anyone guiding when it was those crucial growing years, but still found friends like-minded and we did okay. I know it sounds cliché, but good health and a strong mind will get you through this. Think of it as a challenge or think of it as goal. You are the hero of your movie. Don't look at those peers who are partying and vacationing. You'll never feel happy or content. I know this may sound weird, but in those days, before social media, I drew resolve and inspiration from songs and movies about the underdog, e.g. U2, Billy Joel, Springsteen, Rocky and Bachchan's angry young man persona from of 70s and early 80s, e.g. Lawaris, Trishul, Suhag, Makader Ka Sikander, etc. I still do, but have also added to my arsenal divine. His lyrics from the Mumbai slums will make you feel you're living a lavish life, dude. Look, moan. Why can't buy life or time, but your resolve, health and strength will soon get you out of this. Hell, you have an MBA. Dude, you rock. Your parents guided you and supported you for this. Don't let them down in their time of need. You're the man, now be the man. You are probably in better position than 80% of the Indian out there. Perspective is everything. There are people out there living in mansions, with cars and wealth but feel poor or sorry for themselves. And then there's the kiddo north the street selling balloons, all happy that with the money he makes today he's gonna have nice meal and sleep calmly with a full belly under the stars, with his companion dog called Hira. Just remember these quotes. I cried because I had no shoes, then I saw a man who had no legs. Also, the same boiling water that makes a potato soft hardens the egg. You need to decide if you're the potato or the egg. Good luck. God bless you and your parents. I have been in similar situation. Life is the ultimate lose you can have. If you are willing to put an end to test, gamble it on something worth risk. You win, your life will be set. You lose, you get what you want. You have done MBA, and I am sure a lot of people would be able to help you out from this sub in finding a decent WFH job at a consulting firm. You can find a 10 to 12 LPA job if you prepare well and be a little positive. Next, you move to a second-tier city a little further from the main city but near a good major hospital. You'll be able to save a lot of money on rents and utilities expenses. Secondly, you will get a lot more space than Mumbai in any other city. A change in landscape and better environment. NT will help your parents' mental health too. Work hard and you will be able to fix things within the next 5 to 7 years. You don't have to work tirelessly for half your life in a place like Mumbai. Ending your life is not the solution for the problem. Face it and try to do side hustles simultaneously with your job. Only the person to her parents, as you said you have no siblings. So remove the suicidal thoughts and try to overcome the condition. Fuck that shit, take a big loan and default. If Adani loans can be forgiven, why can't yours? You are the most deserving candidate, but in life you have to fight or else the society and the system will eat you alive. Don't give up, your mother needs your support. Imagine what will happen to her if you do something stupid. You cannot predict when your life will change. Don't assume 47, it could be sooner if you set your focus on smaller incremental gains. Put in the grind and work hard. The free birds will have their own challenges in life later, but you need to face yours now. Just don't give up. Believe in yourself and take small baby steps to come out of this situation. Don't expect solutions to take FA. Court overnight, give some time and things will work out. Your father made his mistakes, but you don't follow in his footsteps by making another one. You're better than this. Brother, we all are with you. You or your family will overcome this loss in very less time. Just remember, ending your life would not be the solution for this issue. You are a man. Fucking fight with this. I am sure that you will cover the loss within few months. Read every fucking comment on this post of yours. Everyone is with you, brother. We all can't be physically there for you, but we can support you emotionally. Most importantly, try to take care of your mother as much as possible, because you have to keep her healthy. Meditation will be helpful too. Good bless you, brother. I have just one simple advice for you. Don't think about all your problems and all your future life in one go. Fight the good fight. One day at a time. What will you get? Character. Satisfaction. A sense of achievement. And hopefully one hell of a book about your life that we all will buy and read when you'll be 60. Slightly smiling face. Suicide is not solution, it will transfer pain from you to your loved ones. Your problem solution step by step. Debt. Write a letter to the bank that my financial condition is not great. PLS, give me time and stop my MES for a few months. Contact a good lawyer or contact a labor law advisor who is going to handle your debt plus insurance problem. Labor law advisor are good people. If you tell them your problem, maybe they don't take money immediately. If you insist them, if my financial condition be come good, I will repay your whole fees. Suicide. If you run away from problem, then it's not solution. I am once at your position. I don't run away from my problems. I found a solution to my debt problem and I came out from it. For me it's different. For you it would be different. Just don't run away from the problem. I forgot the labor law advisor will also help you to get out of debt. Maybe they will give you a job. You can contact them through their official handle where you found their mail address. 3 YouTube channels that will help you professionally. Labor Law Advisor. Shwetab Gangwar. Anubhav Jain. This 3 saved me, it will also save you. You can contact them personally through their mails. There is always a way through things. Suffering in most ways is a blessing so long as you persevere through. You mentioned you see your friends living their lives, etc., and it makes you feel worse, so perhaps what you can do is to change your perspective. What do they really have that you do not? Gym? Travel? Money? Those things are not really important at the end of the day. You have your parents, and you have the opportunity to turn things around for them and yourself through your own hard work. And discipline. Just think, your friends who appear to be stress-free, if they go on this way they have no real experience of life, whereas you have the opportunity to persevere through hardship and come out the other side with great character development. I have struggled too. I worked my ass off from a young age at the expense of have a social life and earned $500K for myself and all the people I loved. Luck had it that this money then was stolen from me, so overnight I went from wealthy to completely broke, but also in debt to others whom I had made money for. I worked for years to pay debts to people off, dangerous people. Only to be hit with COVID and my partner being diagnosed with terminal cancer. I couldn't interact with people due to risk of passing COVID or anything onto my love who had no immune system because of chemo. At this point I was tied up, thrown in a van, and had a shotgun to my head because of the debts I still had. I was forced into crime by these people, in some crazy situations I'm not going to be sharing here. Then my soulmate passed away, the only thing I had left in the world. Then I was arrested and sent to jail for years despite being victim of modern-day slavery. As of 6 months ago, I was released from jail with nothing and nobody. Trust me, I know what it is like to be suicidal. And TBH, death is something I no longer fear, I would embrace it at any moment. But I also never give up, and neither should you, because whilst things for MYS Elf still aren't okay, I know that in time they will be, because I am willing to do what is necessary, and this is the mentality you have too, because you're looking for a solution right now instead of just killing yourself. Keep pushing and focus, realign your values and change your perspectives, and you will find the way through. I think you should take the opportunity of pressure and suffering to find a solution. You are capable. You are only being tested because God knows you have the potential to persevere, so that you can be shaped into the person you're supposed to be. Please get your mom a health insurance ahead. It's hard to get insurance after major medical issues like CAD, CVA, MI. Don't lose hope. Who will take care of your mom and dad once you are gone? Life is hard, but that doesn't mean you have to end it. Who knows, once you cross this phase it might be all good. There are people losing limbs and surviving cancer and achieving things. I might sound odd, but telling this so that you can think positive. As someone who had seen how financial troubles in a family will please trust me, everything will fall in place, but it will take time. Meanwhile, don't lose patience and don't even think of G&G in wrong pathways like getting into addictions out of depression. Once things start getting better, you will amazed how far you came from the day you thought of ending your life. God bless you. OP, are you there? Please just give us a sign that you're reading all these comments and you've decided against suicide. You're precious and you're here for a reason. This too shall pass, buddy. Please stay strong. Don't give up just yet. You want to know who you should do it all for? Look no further than your mom. She doesn't deserve losing her husband and her son both. Things eventually work out. They never go back to be amazing, but life has a way of surprising you. Trust yourself, brother. And if you can't, just do it for her, and when she passes away, if you have nothing else to do, live each day as your last. Hi, first of all, you are doing great. You have done great in the past, and I am sure you will do great in the future as well. Greatness doesn't always mean something that has been preached and praised by millions. But it is what builds your character stronger and resilient even in adversity. Your whole ideology on life shows that you genuinely care for yourself and your parents. Life throws us in difficult situations, but the only way out is through. Don't give up, you may just have to change the perspective. Don't compare your life to Insta life. Half of that is just fake and pointless. You on the other hand have a purpose, a great one actually, to come out of this rabbit hole and keep yourself and your parents afloat. Your father must be in a bigger depression since the loss. He has nothing to keep him going except for you. As suggested by many wise peeps here, find a job in a Tier 2 city, relocate there and stay focused. If you can't relocate, find a side hustle, depending on you. Saying a job isn't reliable in this time and age. You never know when your side hustle may take over your 9-to-5 job or even replace it. Another suggestion, read. I found reading to be the best way to overcome my depression. Write books can guide and shape your life in ways you might have never imagined. I wish you all the luck in all your efforts. May God bless you and your family. Things happen in life. And then, goes behind, and a new thing comes up. It's a vicious cycle if it has to be. There are pretty good suggestions given here. I believe you must be smart enough to take out the best. Life is pretty strange. And it literally takes a lifetime to decipher. Don't worry about the what ifs and whys. Just keep growing and working on how to make things better. Regrets will for sure drag any of us down, so there's no point dwelling over it. You can DM me if you wanna. Just catch up. I'd be glad to talk to you more. I was in the same situation. Trust me, good time will come and things will turn around. Just hang in there. Delete social media and accept the reality and don't commit suicide. There is a warrior inside you. Time to become fearless and fight the situation. You are stronger than you think. Below are some steps. 27k is too high of a rent. You need to shift to suburbs where rent is 10 kish. Don't think about purchasing house. Important is to have health insurance fast, at least for you and your mom. Cut D. Own expenses, no hoteling, no branded clothes, etc. Honestly, it doesn't matter, all these things are just frothings. Don't go into guilt, not everyone is IITIIM, but they do well. Say positive thoughts to yourself, appreciate and love yourself. Stay strong, things will turn. Is the scheme Infinity Beacon Private Limited SMTH? First thing first. Convince yourself that you can go through this tough time then. People have faced hardships and overcome it by not giving up. Then go to your parents and tell them that money will come and go, but you guys can't come back. That money which is gone is now in past. I am young and will work hard to earn that money again. Till that, stay strong with me. Convince them otherwise their health will further deteriorate. You have done MBA, start looking for job and try cutting down on expenses. Maybe move to Tier 2 or 3 city. Move to Raikot. It's not too small and rent is much cheaper there. Look at all these people supporting you on here. You're the only source of happiness for your parents. Don't take that away from them. I hope your parents have a long and healthy life and see you be successful. Don't make any rash decisions. Remember, suicide is not an answer. This just makes the life more miserable and hard for your loved ones. Money comes and goes, but life, once it goes, it never comes back. Do not compare your life to others as it has no end. My suggestion is, 1. Move to a city near Delhi, cost you 5 to 6k per month for 2 BHK. Your current house rent is enough for you to cover all expenses for a month here. 2. Find a job in Delhi or Noida. 3. The medical treatment is budget friendly here. 4. Find some friends to talk to. Get some personal time away from all. Whenever I feel that I should die, I always think of how my mom would be devastated for life. I think of her smile, which would disappear forever. This gives me the energy to carry on. Hope this would help you too. From a money perspective, I am sure it will take time, but you will eventually manage it. Don't worry. You will only make it worse for your family if you sue, sighed bro. Keep it together for now. Lots of valuable suggestions given by members on this thread. Take it slow. Hey, I don't know you, but you're stronger than this. Everyone can be as mentally strong as they want to be. Just reach out to your innermost optimism. I know it's easier said than done, but think about how worse would the situation be for your parents if something were to happen to you. Be their strength. I know it must be tough, and what you said about looking at other people living a frivolous life. Believe me when I say this, you too shall get it one day, and it'll be much better. BCS you wool. D have earned it for yourself and your loved ones. IIT or IIM is not the answer. You're done with your MBA and all you gotta do is focus on one day at a time. Wake up every day, aim high and work as hard as you can, and do not forget to relish your parents. You might get hella exhausted, but at least you will be living a life where you'll be making something out of it, utilizing it to the fullest. Feel free to drop a DM to me if you ever feel like venting or you think you just need someone to tend to you. I'll manifest that you and your family overcome the hard times as quickly as they came over. Whenever life feels too tough for me, I think about this quote that said, God will never throw something in your path that he doesn't think you can't handle. You just need to find the strength within you. I don't know you, but I know you're way stronger than this. Live for your parents just like they lived for you. Maybe your dad made a bad decision, but this does not cancel out all that he has done for you. Take good care of them, upskill yourself, and try to earn more. I don't know if you're married or not, but if you are not, then that can wait. It is not something that is necessary. Till the time they are with you, live with them happily. Once they are gone, you'll be crying to see them just once again. Move to some other city, a city with lower expense. Maybe I am not understanding your situation, but learn this, that you'll miss your parents when they are gone, so please do all that you can while they are alive. This is a small life, live it happily with your parents. Sorry if I sounded too preachy. Please don't suicide. It's totally natural to have suicidal thoughts at this stage of your life. But believe me, this too shall pass. Move to a tier 2 or 3 city where your expenses will be down to half. I mean, I live in a tier 2 city and near us rent is like 10 to 12k a month. And daily essentials is also pretty cheap. Just go for jobs that pay you decently. I mean, 15 to 18k jobs are easily available now, though you have to go through many interviews for this one job, but in your condition worth it. Now it seems less, but in corporate you always grow. There are many giving some amazing advices to you. Listen to them. And I just want to say, you live for yourself. You live for a bigger purpose. Struggling is a part of it. Everyone has their own struggles. The friends you see enjoying has their struggles too. Don't compare, it only leaves bitterness. Instead, work hard, work smart, and one day you too shall be happy and be living the life you always wanted. Always remember, in the end the survives. Death is never the answer. As someone who's been on the edge like you have multiple times, that is what I have learned. It's on you to make the choices ahead, and believe me or not, it does get better. Definitely not right away, but 2 or 3 years later you will look back and know that you have come a long way. Find a job and don't even think about suicide. That's not even an option. Only think about the good choices you can make. You will do great cause you have already survived so far. It's okay, bro. Suicide is easy way out, but think about your parents. Who will look after them? One great thing you did is by putting your thoughts out. Let's get on a call and discuss a way out. If you can earn your bread and butter, you will somehow stay afloat. I can't say I understand what your situation is because no one knows what the other person is going through. No words can be comforting or solve your financial issues, but remember one thing: being alive and having good health is blessings. Everyone can start from zero. My father had a major accident and he became a PH. On top of that, he didn't even have a proper education. And my grandparents were so poor, everyone was saying the only option he has to beg, and he tried to end his life many times for Fortunately nothing happened. Then he became strong and started a metal business with the help of my GM, and mom started from zero and some debt of hospital bills. Time passed, he gave us good education, built a house for us. Now I am working as a software engineer and I am so proud he didn't choose to give up. Only strong PPL will get bad times, or PPL becomes strong when bad things happen. Everything will pass, just hang on there and don't let it go. Think about the time when you were happy and have faith. Those times will definitely come back. Hey, I don't know who you are, but please stay strong. I know the condition is bad right now, but you still have your parents with you. Even if your father is dependent on you, he is alive, and so is your mother. That is more than a lot of people hope for. You will eventually be able to pay off the debt. It might take some time, but it's nothing impossible. So please do not focus your energy on negative thoughts. Upskill yourself, get a decent job. And yes, like the others pointed out, move to a different city. Mumbai is way too expensive for most people, so don't feel like you are poor simply because you can't afford a good flat there. Most people can't. You are your family's strength and your family is yours. Please stay strong. Always have this quote in your mind: this shall pass. It is pointless to blame your fate and parents for current circumstances. My father had gone through similar financial stress when I was in 12th standard. He was cheated and was forced to go invisible for some years until all mess cleaned up in 5 to 7 years. During this 5 years, he sent financial support to me for studies, engineering. It took toll on me and my mother mentally and financially. Initially everyone thought we would suicide. Resilience was key. I was not informed about many things like father job, legal stuffs that were going in between, bank recovery of our home, during this 5 years. I completed engineering and landed in a decent job, started paying debts little by little, and found a partner who fully support me. Almost 15 years now, I don't have any debt, built house, have a good job now and kind of settled now. Life is a roller coaster rider. As well as all the great advice from everyone else, meditate. When you turn inward and accept even suffering is grace, the most hopeless and cruel hardships are as rich with divinity as the pleasures. I know to those not spiritually inclined it sounds so mental, like I'm chatting some stupid ass bullshit. Just take my word for it, as someone who has lived a very rich life. Meditate, meditate, meditate. It changes your perspective on everything. Do not lose hope. Trust God, God may have better plans for you. All I can advise is to take this opportunity to get closer to God. Pray, recite, ask for help. The suicidal thoughts will go away, but you need to trust in yourself and God. I am not sure which religion you follow, but when I don't know what to do and when I am at the verge of losing hope, I recite Surah ad-Duha, understand the translation of Surah and understand when it was revealed. It always give me hope. Please don't take any drastic steps, please. I promise you life puts us all in such situations sometimes and it feels like there's no way out, but trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel and taking baby steps towards that will be rewarding in the long run. I know you're going through a hard time, but imagine the state your parents would be left in if they lost you. It would only add to their misery and pressure. After a decade has passed, you will look back at this time and be thankful. You kept the faith and came out of this stronger. Taking drastic steps is never the way out, I promise. It only makes everything worse. I can't offer you practical advice, but I'm here to say please don't give up. Take care, Op. Sending you lots of strength and wishing the best for you. If you suicide and same problem come in next life, what you do? Suicide again? Or fight back? My friend, relax, take a deep breath. Now's the time to contact relatives and friends. Tell them you need not any dollar from them but only support and advice, and you'll know who your family and friends really are. Once you know that, life's easier even with lots of debts. You don't have to sacrifice your life till 50 bro. You cannot sacrifice and take a chill pill on the loan. Not all of it. Repa. Why it slowly, maybe then by the time you reach 50, you realize your potential, renting your, living in small cities, making dollar bills from your investments and such. having a high-paying job, your supportive wife, or friends, who assists you in your Momo, chai business, MBA tire puncture walla, and you also work part-time on Saturday Sunday doing those videos for YouTube and making that cash flow even when you sleep. So yeah, life's not as hard as you think. You have to deal with 500 rupees problem D. Ailing, not 50 lakh problem in 15 years lol. So yeah, like just keep working on your 500 rupees problem and get better at it daily day by day. All the best, don't be suicidal and eat a vada pav with extra chutney. Wish the best for you. OP, start going to the gym. Few things in life bring the strength to face hardships in life like a strong body built by lifting weights. It'll also help your brain by releasing hormones that'll help you feel better, stronger, calmer and more capable of taking action. You're spiraling in stress and overwhelm and fear and everything might seem impossible right now. But you can and you will pull yourself out of this. I believe in you. And we all do. You're capable. Keep taking action and take care of your own health first. Eat proper food. Exercise. A healthy brain and body will allow you to take a lot of action without losing your sanity. Pray and surrender to your chosen divinity. God won't lead you astray. Hugs and prayers. I would suggest move your parents to cheaper city, with whatever cash you have, buy a flat there. And here in Mumbai, stop 23k rent and live in a PG for some time. 10k in PG should be okay. 13k you can save for your parents' medical expenses. Currently job market is weak, so rather than trying to switch, keep upskilling for 1 to 2 years. Everything will be okay once you get a high-pay job. I have seen people around me jumping from very less 3 to 5 LPA to 20 to 30 LPA in just 3 to 5 years. I personally have started my job life with 33k per month in 2016. Currently I am making 3L per month. It's all a matter of time and upskilling. Seeing someone reach out for help is a brave step. I can relate to tough times too. A simple, "Hi, how are you?" can indeed make a big difference. You seem to have a deep understanding of your situation, and I believe in your strength to navigate through it. Life's challenges can feel overwhelming, and it's important to have someone to talk to. Feel free to send me a message. I'm here to listen whenever you need to talk. We can support each other through our journeys. Been through a similar situation, quite a few years ago. Moved to a Tier 2/3 city which has lower living expenses. I know this might sound bad, but there are NGOs such as Nivara, Pune, that take care of old people who are immobile for a small fee of course, but it's better than spending money otherwise. Will be difficult choice emotionally but will accelerate a lot of things for you, as you will have time to get a better job, focus on your career. You can probably stay at a PG or something cotton. G costs even more. 3 to 5 years of this and you could probably be in a better financial position. As for loans, try to prepay as much as possible in the initial phase of the loan, doesn't make sense later. Hang in there. Make smart decisions. You're the one they're depending on. Maybe don't buy a house and add more debt to your life. Sell, move to a Tier 2 city with decent medical facilities. Rent. Build up your capital. Invest wisely. In 5 years you will be able to look back on this as a challenge. Hi, life allows you to become hero, because every time life is beaten people who give life dobi pachad and people come out stronger. Every successful person has gone through the toughest time in their life, such as Jim Kiwick, Robert Downey Jr., David Goggins, Cristiano Ronaldo and many other. Think of your favorite sportsperson, actor or the most inspiring person who also goes through the toughest time in their life. Research about it. You will find some people have had the same type of condition is facing or faced in their life or even worst, but they come out as stronger. They are doing much better in their life than other. You have chance to become hero. You have to share your success story to the world, on Josh Talks or such other platforms. You have to promise me and the people here. You will be a hero. You give life dobi pachad and share your story with the world. Uninstall Instagram because it won't help by any means. Instead, use a platform where you can build your network and grow as a person. Whatever your hobbies or skills, try to search the community for it, where you can learn from others. Life gets slowly track. Remember to exercise little bits such as jogging, walking because it clear out mental fog. It might give you ways, the solution to your problem. If your stressful thought comes across every moment, where you can grow, you cannot concentrate task at hand. You will tell yourself, I will only think about it from 3 o'clock to 3:30 or whatever time it is. If the stressed thoughts come out other than the designated time, you have only tell time your mind peacefully. I will think about later, on that designated time. Even immediately after telling your mind, stressful thought come out, you have to only repeat this mantra, be here now. You might have to repeat this multiple times, but eventually after day by telling mind once, it will forget everything. Whatever your problem, you get to try to search on the internet and will find the answer about it. Reading books is a true friend. It helps you in numerous ways. Only watch content that is helpful to you and that can help you grow. To become a better and stronger version of yourself, I will add links to the YouTube channel, Wiki How That Changed My Perspective to See Life and Problems from Different Angles. 1. http://www.youtube.com/@kishanchodalia closing square bracket opening parenthesis http://www.youtube.com/@kishanchodalia closing parenthesis 2. http://www.youtube.com/@betterthanyesterday closing square bracket opening parenthesis http://www.youtube.com/@betterthan yesterday https://preview.red.it/069bk4q45kvc1.png width equals 1080 and format equals pjpg and auto equals webp and s equals b5e2 f12a9 f9 ecb 858c3 dec 0 bedia 27c406 bc490. Hey, hang in there, you have an MBA, that's impressive. Your life is not worth any amount of money. Please talk with someone. I read Heart India. Try moving other metropolitan cities, good work opportunities and lower living cost. Hey man, believe me when I say this, that a stoic will come out after all this has passed, and that's all you. Stay strong and keep pushing in front, my brother. Just stay calm and at least try to be calm. I understand the circumstances. Just do some affirmation techniques. Be positive and start following manifestation techniques. Trust my words. You will thank me, not required. Ask the universe to help you. You will see miracles to happen right in front of your eyes. Sab thik ho jayega ba yahi kaho kud se. Aur sab thik ho jayega. Those Insta stories don't show the true story behind those pictures. Great men are not born but made out of difficult situations. I can help you with job referral. Free obviously. If you're looking for a job and can surely say life is beautiful, you're yet to experience happy moments, smile with a halo. If you did commit suicide, imagine what would happen to your father and mother. Don't leave them when they need you the most. You got this, all the best. I am sorry for what you are going through. As a single child myself, I somewhat connect with your sense of responsibility. But please, suicide cannot be an option. If you are considering it for yourself, you will be robbing yourself off the betterment your future holds. If you are considering it for your family, it will kill them with you. First and foremost, as someone suggested, try moving to a lower tier city. You may not have the most amenities or opportunities, but you will surely survive. Better. Try to not take any additional loans, unless you absolutely have to. Even then, if you do, keep it at bare minimum for now, only as much as you need. As for your parents, they have made terrible decisions and they have had terrible luck at the same time, but what's done is done. Try to channel your thoughts towards what you can do with what you have. You are important and you being in a better mental frame is the most important here. Your parents, no matter how beaten down they must be, will feed off of your energy. If you seem to be in control, they will too, and it will reflect on their health. For now, money matters a lot to you, so focus on ways how you can earn more. I was in a similar situation as you years ago and moved to a low-paying job in the Gulf just 'cause it paid better than what I could have earned in India. Had a shit life, and my parents suffered too, as I am the only child, but 10 years down and we are better. Opportunities may not be similar to you, but we need to look for them. My point here is, you may have to keep few things such as career, family time aside and focus largely on stabilizing finances. Also, try steering clear of social media. It has a weird way of impacting our mind and isn't always helpful. For now, avoid it as much as you can and give yourself some peace. Someday you will be able to live the life you desire. There are such awesome people here on this sub who have given you absolutely brilliant suggestions and advices. Hopefully a lot of them help you in your situation. Lastly, if you need someone to talk to vent, to discuss, to rant, to whatever, DM me. Greater than 'cause it paid better than. FTFY. Although paid exists, the reason why autocorrection didn't help you, it is only correct in nautical context, when it means to paint a surface, or to cover with something like tar or resin in order to make it waterproof or corrosion resistant. The deck is yet to be paid. Paid out when letting strings, cables or ropes out, by slacking them. The rope is paid out. You can pull now. Unfortunately, I was unable to find nautical or rope related words in your comment. Beep, boop, I'm a bot. Just one advice: Islam teaches me to look at people who are lower than me in society. You will see how much God has actually given us. Be patient and you will see by the end of your life how much God will give you. Stop bringing your Islam everywhere. Literally every elder person in most households gives this advice. Nothing related to your Islam. 1. Take a 7.5 lakh health insurance for your mom ASAP. Pay the damn premium. It's not worth it to think about premiums before life. Don't forget about the corporate group health insurance your company also provides once you get employed. 2. Try to get into the IT sector. I work in one of the MNCs. If you have skill in any IT technology, prepare a resume and share it with me personally and we will see if there are any openings. 3. Move to Tier 3 city or at least Hyderabad. 4. Don't get into any kind of loans. Loan is a devil. A home loan is the biggest killer out there. Forget about having own house. Renting the best way in Godi's unemployment inflation India. 5. Don't worry. This feeling to commit suicide won't last long. 99% of the people who get these thoughts won't have guts to do it. The surprising thing is, the human brain is so malleable under stress that at some point you won't even feel what you are feeling right now. You would laugh at your naive thinking in the future. And I think my life is miserable, blew it. Bro. This too shall pass. Shift to Chandigarh. Please don't lose hope. This shall too pass. You'll be fine. You are your own light. The path shall guide you. Have faith. Please don't give up. I can't even begin to imagine what you must be going through. Over a period of time, things will turn out better. Time heals. In my opinion, move to a Tier 2 city for a few years. Easier to get jobs, and less expensive. Don't invest in a house right now. Keep saving. Practice Raj Yoga meditation. It helped me heal my failures and betrayals too. It might help you too heal and live from a different perspective with light heart and relaxed mind. This life is precious and you are the master of your life. Don't become a slave of your emotions and situations. You have the power to live and create a beautiful life again and can generate enormous wealth. Take care of yourself first, only then you will be able to take care of other loved ones. This is so hard and I can't imagine what you're going through. Please know that this is temporary and you and your family will overcome it. You can get through this. It too shall pass.